So I've been working on this application called grapplegrid for a little over probably 6 months now, which really it's not terribly impressive given the amount of time that I've worked on it, but it's mostly been like an weekends and evenings type of thing. So first of all, we've got the tournament view. And within the tournament's view, you can see brackets, competitors, registrations, things like that. The registration form allows you to either register for yourself or it allows you to register for a minor. So you can still use your email address and you can do everything. You can manage the competitor. If you need to update any of their information, you can do that all right from here and via email. So you don't actually have to create an account in order to manage your child's registration settings. Probably one of the most important features of the entire application is the television feature. So what the television feature allows you to do is to connect this application to some television running somewhere that has access to a web browser. But you see we've got two TVs here. One's for Mat 1 and one's for Mat 2, and that's just what I named it. You can name it anything you want. And these televisions have multiple different views that you can set them on. So you can change the view to be a timer, which is just, and actually let's go ahead and do this. So this is Mat 1. So you'll see as we change things here, the television view is also updated. 3 minutes, there we go. And we start that, that'll be reflected in the television as well. If we change our view to follow a mat, then now we get the administrative panel, and the administrative panel only shows, of course, if you're an administrator. Otherwise, the television's actually going to see the tournament. So if we update the time, then you can see the time is running on this match. And as we update points, they will update on this television as well. So this all happens in real time via WebSockets, and you can then determine a winner, or we'll say somebody won by submission. So you can see it highlights the winner, and that's what they'll see on the television as well. Some other views that you have here is you can do standby, which is just that, just says Mat 1. Eventually I'm going to make it to where you can put any kind of message that you want there, but for right now it just says the name of the mat. Then you can also list upcoming matches, and you can select which tournament, which bracket, or which mat you would like to display for. So here you can see that if this was a television just sitting somewhere in your tournament, people could see the name of the people that were going to be fighting soon. It would show you the bracket that they're in, the name, and it would show you if you're on deck, if you should be warming up, or if it's the active match that's going on. And then we just kind of make a rough guesstimate, just under 5 minutes per match, how much further you have to go. So then after the televisions, the next probably most used view would be the brackets view. And the bracket view is where you can see a list of all of your competitors that are within a single bracket, of course, normally done by weight and by belt. And you can drag these around. Makes it very easy to change things as they go. You can see with the green outline, it will show you which matches are ready to be played. You can also see existing matches that have already been played. You can view the results. You can see if you need to make any adjustments, you can do that here. You'll also notice here that in the admin view, it'll actually tell you that this match is not being broadcast on any television, which of course for this completed match is totally fine. But if you were going in to play this match, you'd probably want to select one of these televisions, and then you'd want to broadcast the match. And see, that is Mat 1, and so that television will be updated to show that match. Here, there's a variety of other little convenience features as well. There's a share button, so if you're walking around at the tournament, whether you're working the tables or whether you're an admin, you can just pull up this QR code and let people scan it, and they can get a view of the bracket as well. There's also a fairly robust system for being able to filter down and place competitors. So you can select competitors and then choose to place them into a bracket. So you can also select competitors and currently you can remove them from the bracket or create a new bracket. There's going to be some other features coming later that utilize this, but one use for this that's very useful is if you wanted to select everyone who has lost a match and create a consolation bracket. So you could create a new bracket, it'll create it, and then it'll put them all in there. And then you can say, okay, this is my consolation bracket. So you could just come up here, consolation, men's lightweight, and there you have it. So fairly simple, and that is the name of the game here. This software is not intended to replace SmoothComp. This software is intended to be for in-house tournaments when you want to raise maybe the level of competition at your gym, or maybe you just want to host a fun night where you get your white belts together and you all duke it out. Either way, this software can handle that. You've got things you can sort your brackets. You can change the sorting in the way that they display. You can change your starting and end date, all your typical tournament information. And that's basically it. And that's kind of the beauty of this software. It's dead simple. You can learn the entire thing in about 5, maybe 10 minutes max. and it just works very smoothly. You can send the registration link to people and they can sign up on their own. They don't have to create an account. They can just put in their information and they will be listed as a competitor inside the tournament. If they ever need to make an adjustment, they can use that email to modify their registration without ever needing to create any kind of account. So again, very, very simple. And because I am the king of jump cuts, I actually never finished that thought. I just had to cut it off because I started rambling into the wind about only God knows what. But that is an overview of grapplegrid. I built grapplegrid to be a simpler alternative to SmoothComp for gym owners who wanted to run their own in-house tournaments. I would love if you wanted to check the software out. If you think it looks like trash and you don't want to try it out, I would also totally understand. But seriously, you should go try it out. Of course, I will include a link in the description to the app. It is very simple. It is grapplegrid.app. Currently, it is completely free to use, so take advantage of that, because when I become a mogul multi-billionaire from this application, I'm going to have to raise the prices. So maybe one day it won't be free, but for now it is. So I encourage you to go check it out and let me know what you think. I would love critique, feedback in any form. If you have any hate mail that you'd like to send, let me know. I'll give you my email address. You can send it there. If you do like the app, I would love if you maybe wanted to tell your friends about it, whatever, maybe send a tweet out there, a little twit that says, hey, this is a cool application. Regardless of whether or not you try the application, I just appreciate the fact that you were here, that you watched this video. This is something I've put a lot of my time into, and to have anybody spend any time paying attention to it, especially with so much noise going on in the internet and in Twitter, it's really cool just to have somebody spend a little bit of time looking, and literally just looking at something that I built. So for that, I appreciate you.